We are live. We got Caitlin's model Claire in the studio. And what kind of set are we doing today?
We are doing a super natural looking lash set using 0.12 diameter classic lashes.
Just gonna stabilize you guys there.
Get a little hydration.
Always drink water while you lash. It's easy to forget, but you will thank yourself when you don't have a headache later.
And when you're not shaky.
Caitlin's hands have been shaking like crazy.
Yeah, they really have been. Dominating.
All right, I'm gonna hop on live on the old Instagram. Hey everyone, today we got Caitlin lashing in the studio and she is doing a classic lash set on her lovely model Claire.
Hi. Everybody say hi to Claire.
We're also live on YouTube right now. Come over here, I think.
And we're also making a video on how, so we're gonna be posting it on our YouTube and our Instagram, of course. And we're making a video on how to create a nice, light looking lash set, super natural. When we were at Lash Fest, we had quite a few people asking how to create natural looking lash sets. And I thought that was very interesting because to me, because I have so much experience creating natural lash looks, it was like very surprising to me that that was a question that we were getting asked so frequently. So I was like, okay, time for a little video for those of you who haven't done our trainings. So we're creating a nice natural looking lash set. But note this, 14 millimeters. How many of you guys grab for 14 millimeters when you use or when you're creating a natural looking lash set? Most people wouldn't even think of doing that. However, it's so important to fully assess your clients' natural lashes, their eye shape, their natural lash lift, to determine the lengths that are gonna look good, because a 14 millimeter is gonna look quite natural on Claire. She has a bit of space between her lash line and her eyebrow. And on top of that, she has downturned natural lashes. So we need to give enough length that we're gonna lift those lashes up to look natural. If we were to use a 12 millimeter or something, it's gonna look even less, like a 10, because the natural lashes point so far down. Creating natural looking sets is all in the products that you use and how you use them. So when people ask me for natural looking sets, I automatically think, okay, we need a clean looking lash set. How do I do that? You don't want to use any diameters or dimensions that are too bulky because that takes away from the cleanliness. You want really light diameters, such as like I'm using today, 0.12. And if you're using volumes, you want a light diameter and dimension. And making sure that your bases aren't T-barred, which means that they're squared. Making sure that they're nice and stacked. Direction's also very important because that's gonna keep your lashes looking nice and clean. So even if the natural lashes are unruly, it's up to us to create a clean looking lash set. It can be quite challenging.
Check out how close Caitlin's fingers are to the tips of her tweezers. That really helps give her a lot more control as well. That's one thing that I feel like not a lot of people think of. So I just thought I'd point it out that the closer you hold your tweezer to the tips, the easier,
control.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, yeah, the easier it is to control your isolation.
100%. Also, look at how many fingers I'm using. Look at my pinky, what my pinky's doing. My pinky's rested on the client's face. It doesn't hurt her, does it, Claire?
No.
It actually makes the client feel comfortable because they know where I'm gonna be. so there's none of this like joltiness. I'm also using, sorry, YouTube. I'm also using my finger here to pull back the extensions. That helps me isolate. See that? How I have the extensions that have already been applied in my finger. That helps me with isolation so much. And I'm using 3 fingers on my tweezer. So I'm literally, I even have my palm rested. I'm quite literally utilizing every part of my hand. That's how you get good, solid placement. And then of course the products that you're using as well. With classic lashes, I find I need a cure time glue that gives me enough time to really perfect my placement. So I'm working with our cyano-free glue today because it gives me time to manipulate the lash however I need to in order to create a clean looking effect. So direction, placement, focusing on the connection between the base of the extension and the base of the natural lash. She has so many blonde little lashes in here. Can you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Claire's natural lashes, like I was saying earlier, are downturned. So I have to lift the lashes away from the iPad to prevent getting stickies. Eyes feel okay, Claire?
Yes.
Claire was one of my first clients when I moved to Victoria. She's been coming to see me since I don't even know how long.
I think since I lived in my second house in Victoria, and so I was 19. And I'm 27 now.
19 to 27.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get lashed by Caitlin, there's no going to anyone else.
No.
She actually hasn't had lashes done since I did her lashes last.
No.
Wow. You're loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Angel. She drove 50 minutes to get here today. 50, like an hour.
Love
Thank you.
that.
Thank you for doing that.
It's true, like when you really take the time to give your clients the best set that they've ever had, they will travel like honestly maybe even hours to like come see you and get lashed by you.
Yeah, Marissa, for example, she comes here from Vancouver, so she has to get a ferry to come get her lashes done when she comes in. Every time. I also had a huge market when I was doing lashes more frequently of girls who would come here from Salt Spring, another island. They would come over and get their lashes done. So cool.
Does anyone else have clients like that that'll travel to like wherever you are to get your lashes?
Obviously, it's not sustainable all the time. But you can do it like once a month. It is true though, if you put your own personal touch on your lash sets and make them perfect for your client, why would they want to go anywhere else?
Kendra just popped on and she said, I'm moving 2 hours away and have 3 who are going to come see me. That's so awesome.
Angel, I'm not even a little bit surprised. The level of care that you put into your business, Kendra, is like undeniable.
Agreed. What kind of tweezers are you working with today?
Today I'm working with our crane isolation, or not crane isolation, I just lied. I'm working with our isolation curved ultra for isolation, and I'm working with crane in grippopotamus. Look at the little hippo, stop it.
Oh,
A little hippo.
so cute.
For my classic pickup and placement. But I'm probably gonna switch it up for the very inner corners because look at how far this crane tweezer goes over. So I would have to really change my angle in order to get good placement in here. So instead of messing around with that, I'll honestly probably use this tweezer another version of it, but the exact same tweezer because it's so much easier to just pop it in.
Such a good
Because
hack.
of the little tiny curvature.
Yesterday when I was lashing, I was using our ultra dark pre-fans, and I was using, I think it was our Slim Boot, and I found that once the lashes were getting fuller, the back end of the Slim Boot was kind of like touching the other pre-fans and kind of moving them in weird directions. So I actually switched to that, the isolation tweezer that you're using, the curved one, and I used it for, I used it for my pre-fan pickup, and oh my gosh, it made a huge difference.
Yeah, you can use more than one tweezer for a set. I do it often. I'd say more often than not, I use more than one tweezer for every single set of lashes that I do. Switch it up. You just need to really know your products in order to know when to switch and which is good for what. It's all about playing around. We were just talking about this earlier. I was like, I don't ever really know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Winging it.
Kendra said, I'm surprised how little artists do not offer L or M curl lashes. My L/M curl client had such a hard time finding someone to do them for her.
I know. Send her over here. I also have another girl, Kendra, who is like super versed in L and M curl. And if you're looking for someone to send your clients to, I would vouch for her 100%. She used to work at our salon for years. Her name's Junko. Actually, I have a few people. But also, we could also do them here. We're gonna be fully set up for the salon in here pretty soon. We're
So
very
excited.
close, very, very close. So excited to have the salon up and running again because it's been a while. Actually, for those of you who are on the live who don't know this, we did buy a new building and we've been setting it all up. So we haven't had a salon in a bit, but we're almost there. We've had to do so many renovations in this building. It's been crazy, but in the best way. Check this out, guys. So this is another thing that I thought everybody knew that we had, but it turns out that they don't. This is a spill resistant glue. Nothing, it doesn't come out. So it's really nice because it can help you speed through services by having the ring so close to your client's face. Also, it has little divots, so when you're handmade fanning, you can make the perfect pointed base. But it's nice to know that you're not going to spill on your client.
Such a game changer as well. But I will say, it's not spill proof. One time I actually got a little bit too cocky with it and I was shaking my glue by hand. And yeah, one thing led to another. Yes, I know. I learned my lesson the hard way. I don't do it anymore or use my other hand.
It's spill resistant. It's not spill proof. If you really, really, really try, it will come out eventually.
And I was shaking like 100 miles per hour. Like I was shaking that glue. I was like, I don't have my glue grater. I need like glue right now.
And this theme song in the background, just shake it like a salt shaker. You're a savage.
I know. Yeah, and then actually a little bit of glue got on my client's shirt.
Oh my, did you tell her?
I did, and thankfully she was so easygoing and she was like, oh, I got this shirt at Value Village, so it's all good.
Oh my God,
she was so nice, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And then I did give her a little discount after, and she's been with me for a long time, so thank goodness it was her of everyone else. So it wasn't, I guess, the worst thing in the world, but I did feel really bad.
That's so funny. I never heard that story before. You never told me.
I just remembered it now. It unlocked a memory when you're talking about the glue ring. Claudia said, I guess I have to check out M and L curls.
Yes, you do. Oh my goodness, yes. L curl is like a shirt, like you need an L curl.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like just as crucial as having C curl and D curl.
Couldn't agree more.
M curl is like you can order it if someone requests it, but L curl you should have 100%.
Especially our L curl, because ours is like super specific to our company and it's just so beautiful. Like it has like a very soft C curl lift, so it's not like Like some companies like have they call their L curl, which would be RM curl, which is kind of more of like a straighter curl, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain unless you see a photo of it, but that's our M curl. But our L curl is actually, it can be a lot more natural if you use it the right way.
It's nice when clients need lift and they have straight natural lashes, game changer. Or if they have like a hooded eyelid or monolid, so you can lift up over the lid, great.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see some tutorials, just reach out to us over DM or comment below on like one of our recent posts and just say, I want to see L and or M curl tutorials, and we'll send you over some for free. We have a ton on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And it takes us no time to grab them and send them to you.
Yeah, we know where they are. Shake it like a salt shaker.
Caitlin's been like singing a lot lately. Like anything she does, she'll sing a verse. And what were you singing about earlier? And I started snapping.
I was like, I need to tie my hair back.
Right.
It's so important. And I still don't have it tied back because I couldn't find anything.
Just, you know, I always got hair ties on lock.
Can you grab some right now?
Yes.
Can I have one?
Of course.
You got
Wait,
one on
wait.
your wrist?
Oh, it's on this wrist.
You got one on the
Okay,
wrist?
you're gonna have to take it off for me because I'm holding the camera.
What's this? You got the dehydration happening.
I know, I actually have eczema. It's not good.
That wasn't eczema.
This?
Was dehydration.
No, I actually, it's...
No, not that.
Oh.
Here, where your lines are. Either that or it's
Oh,
way
I thought you were
too
talking
tight.
about my like hand wrinkles. I was like, girl, don't call me out. I'm just kidding.
No.
No, yeah, I definitely am dehydrated too. Drink your water.
Don't forget water.
You actually did pretty good. You drank like all of yours.
No,
There's the proof right there. Caitlin actually finished her cup of water while lashing. I always say I'm gonna drink water and then I never do. It's so easy to forget. We got a question saying, hi there, I'm a follower from Australia.
Hi.
Will you be coming to the Lash conference next year?
Guess what? I'm speaking at it.
Woo!
And another hot little secret is I'm also going to be offering trainings in Australia when I'm there too.
Hey.
Yes, I'm so excited. Still finalizing all the details. To be honest, the hotel at the Lash convention has been so slow at getting back to me. So hopefully we'll be able to do it at the hotel that the convention is being held at. But if not, then we'll get a place somewhere else. But we're definitely doing training and definitely speaking at the convention. I'm so excited. I've never been to Australia and I've always wanted to go.
It looks so beautiful. How often do you switch up the glue in your glue ring?
Very good question. So people always ask that and they're like, I think that they're waiting for a response like every 10 minutes because people talk about that, or every 20 minutes or whatever. But for me, it's more about the signs of the glue. So I might use a glue dot for a whole service, but I also might change my dot out like 2+ times during the service. So what I look for is, I know it's working well if I get a magnetic like connection that just, it's effortless. And if my room is working at like really, or if my humidity and my temperature is on point, it's usually really good. But if my glue gets goopy or loses its connectivity, then I will switch up my glue dot. Goopy, stringy, or just not really connecting well. Those are the signs I look for. I also sometimes, like, let's say the lashes are really challenging in the beginning. I'll use a slower cure time glue in the beginning, and then I might switch it up to a different glue halfway through. If I find that I'm getting faster and I'm waiting for the glue to cure, I totally do that sometimes too. Look at my shakiness. Who am I? That's so not like me. But lately, it's interesting timing too, because I've been doing a lot of stories lately, like asking and answering questions and whatever. And lately, a lot of people have been saying that they're having hand tremors, and I am definitely one of them. It's very strange. It's never happened to me before, and now I'm like constantly shaking, or sometimes my hands get stuck all like rigor mortis and I can't bend my fingers. Has anyone else experienced that? Anna and I were discussing this earlier, and we think it might be because I'm getting old.
I didn't say that you were getting old though.
She said it. She was like, "You're old."
No. We got
32
yeses.
now.
Oh my gosh, you're 32.
I think so.
It's still so young, but I like forgot because, like, yeah, I think like I met you when you were 30, and time just goes by so fast.
32. Yeah, I am 32. My birthday's in December.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be 33. Stop.
Damn. 30 and thriving.
30, flirty, and thriving. That's so good. Anna, tell everyone about our experience the other day with the lash lift.
Oh, okay. Okay, so basically, Caitlin had a client come in, and actually before that, her model sent in a photo of her lashes, and she was like, just so you know, I had a lash lift, and this is how my lashes are looking right now, like, are they still good? And of course, like, the photo was like a little bit far away, like it was a selfie, and Caitlin's like, oh yeah, I've totally worked on like lash lifts many times before, I got you, girl. So Caitlin got her to come in, and once we took a close look at her lashes, they were like so like damaged and like unruly and
Curling into themselves.
And Caitlin, being the person that she is, she was like, okay, I think I can do this. And like, I respect that so much, because like, you never say no to anyone. You're always up for a challenge, and you're just down for it. So Caitlin dove into the set, and as she started working through it, I think you were just kind of realizing that it was just like an all uphill battle. Like,
Big time. I realized quickly that, so she wanted a really, like, the most clean looking lash set you could ever imagine. I'll have to bust up a picture at some point, but she wanted really, really clean looking lashes. And as I was working through with how, well, A, damaged they were, and our limitations there, and B, how unruly and like just next level they were, there was a 0% chance that they were gonna look exactly the way that she wanted. Like, they would still look nice, but the set itself, she was also a mom, and she had a wedding to go to. It was like this whole thing where she like didn't have a crazy amount of time because she has a baby, and she had a wedding to go to like the next day. She was going to be getting photos. It was like really important that she had a perfect looking lash set. And I was like, this is not going to look the way that we want it to. And also, your lashes are very, very damaged. Like, I would have had to work with very low diameters. It would have taken me a lot of hours in order to make them look even remotely clean. And so we chatted about it, and we decided that it was best for me to stop. And I gave her a lash gain, so our growth serum, so that her lashes could grow out and become healthier. Because we couldn't even, I know a lot of people were like, why didn't you just relax the lashes? It's like, no, I couldn't relax them. First of all, I'm not a lash lift artist. But secondly, they were so over processed that if I were to put more processing solution on there, it would have done like crazy amounts of damage, and it just wasn't realistic. So we gave her a lash gains, so now she can let her lashes grow out healthy and hopefully faster with the lash growth serum, because it'll boost the lash cycle. And then I also gave her a citizen lash style, which gave her a literally perfect looking lash style that she could wear for up to 5 days without removal. And then I showed her how to like apply the set and stuff, just in case one came off. And she was super, super stoked. So it ended up working out really well, but it was so important for me to pivot, and it was a very cool, like, not ideal, but a very cool moment for us, because I love creating content like that, and also knowing that I have the education and the knowledge to pivot when necessary is so cool and so important. And she left super happy. So something that could have been really uncomfortable and like really negative ended up being super positive. She left with like beautiful lashes, exactly what she was looking for, and she left with knowledge, and I guarantee you that she's going to talk highly of our company now, which is cool.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like a good thing that it happened. Like you said, not ideal, but being able to even just share that, like we actually made a post about this on our Instagram, one of our reels, and just talking about like Caitlin's experience and, you know, hopefully helping anyone else that may come across that as well.
Yeah, and we're gonna make another video too of like the end process as well, like how it ended up looking, and like so you can kind of get a visual for what we did. But yeah, we did make a post on that it was just yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yesterday or the day before.
It's on our feed if you guys want to check it out.
You'll see the photo, the thumbnail.
It's pretty intense. Yeah, it is nice. Quite a few people reached out and they were like, thank you so much for sharing this. Like, I'm so glad I got to see this, because if this happens, now I know what to do. But as lash artists, it's so important that we carry more than just lash supplies in our space. Like, if I didn't carry DIY lashes, she would have left with just a lash gains, and she would have had no lashes for the wedding, and she would have been so bummed. Or she would have had lashes that she wasn't happy with. But because I have Citizen Lashes in here, I was able to give her something, and something that actually made her happy. And it's nice to have that too, for not just like extreme cases like that, but what about if someone has an allergy, a sensitivity, or moves or something? What then? What are you looking for?
Oh, I was just seeing if there was another light with a phone attachment, but
so you
it's no
can
big deal.
Put it on the...
Yeah, I was thinking about just checking over on YouTube to see how those comments are doing, but
Move over on that side.
okay. I was like, I don't know if I should like put the camera up, or I was just kind of having a thought.
I could see that you were thinking.
I know, I saw you glance over at me and I'm like looking around the room.
I'm like, what is she looking for? How you doing, Claire?
Good.
Chilling, learning lots about lashes.
Yes.
Hello, YouTube.
How did you feel, Claire, about the feeling of the DIY lashes?
I loved them. They were like, I really liked how easy they were to take off too.
Yeah.
Like they came off smoothly.
Yeah, with the remover, it's so easy.
And they look really good.
Perfect. So for example, for Claire, she doesn't want to see any other artists, but she lives quite far away. And she doesn't, like, I don't take full-time clients anymore, so we can only do lashes sporadically. So in between, she wears the DIY lashes.
Okay, we have a few questions over on YouTube. Caitlin, would you mind saying what style you're doing again and what diameters and curls and such?
Okay, curl-wise, I'm doing CC curl from the middle of the eye to the inner corner. The reason why I'm doing CC curl there is because her natural lashes are downturned, but the eye already opens up itself and lifts up in that area, so I'm not trying to lift the extensions too much. I'm just trying to counteract that downward facing natural lash. And then from the middle arch, where it starts to descend downward on the plane, I am lifting that area up by using D-curl. So I'm bumping up my curl on that outer corner and lifting my lengths up so that I can lift that area of the eye up as well. And then lengthwise, I'm working with length 7 to 14 millimeters, and I'm feathering multiple lengths within each section for some soft texture for this classic lash set. It helps me to have great grow out, really good retention, pretty grow out, wait, I think I already said that, and longer lasting wear, kind of the same thing.
Perfect. Is this live only on YouTube right now? No, we are also live on Instagram. Question, I have a problem with distance and direction. What would you suggest me to do?
Do our course.
100%.
It is so detailed. You wouldn't believe how many people struggle with that after doing in-person trainings. And that's not meant to discredit anyone's in-person trainings at all. It's just a lot to cover in a very little time. Very little time. So if you feel like your sets aren't super clean, you're not really sure why, you didn't get education on styling, you didn't get, you know, lots of education on directional patterns and how to blend them and blending curls and all that stuff, know that you're not alone. But we teach all of that within all of our trainings, and we have multiple to choose from. So we have lots of people who do refreshers on classics. We also cover lots of the basics in our volume course because we know that a lot of people aren't up to date with our training style. So we make sure to cover lots of the basics in our volume mastery course as well. Also, if you want isolated videos on certain things, please let us know. We do have lots of free education online as well.
Michelle over on Instagram said, agreed, do their trainings. Thank you so much.
You're the best, Michelle.
And we also got another question on YouTube saying, that's a lot of lash strips on the tile. Do you put them back where they go, or is that a personal tile? So we actually have it's called a tile home. I'll show you guys.
There's one down there, Anna.
Oh, there it is. Oh, this is our big one. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to show this to YouTube. Okay, I'll show Instagram first. So this is our tile home. We actually have them in smaller sizes as well, but we keep all of our tiles in there just to keep them free from dust, oil, and debris. And then this is our tinier one. I'll show YouTube over here. It's kind of zoomed in. I don't want to hit Caitlin, but this is our tile home.
Tile homes are so awesome because you can have all your lashes already set up, so it saves time during every service, and you can have multiple of them. So what we do is we have them organized by diameter and curl. So we will do, say, a tile with 0.15 diameter C curl, a tile with 0.15 diameter D curl, a tile with 0.07 diameter CC curl. Like, everything's already ready for you, and then you keep it locked and loaded, ready to go.
I love this comment over on YouTube in all caps. Can you please say hi, Natalie? Please, please, please.
Hi, Natalie.
I love that.
You're an angel. Where are you from, Natalie? I'm coming to you. It's really coming together. I think it's starting to look pretty good.
Can you also say hi to Casey?
Casey, what up, girl? Who else? Who's next? Claire, say hi, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Say hey to Natalie.
Hello, Natalie.
Love this. Oh, sorry guys, we paused for a second over on Instagram. I got a low battery notification,
Oh, no.
but we're at 20%, I think, so we should be good. Oh, Candace. Yeah. Sorry, Caitlin was in the head, or in the way over on YouTube.
It was in the head.
In the head. I'm managing two phones. Okay, maybe I'll move this back a little bit so then you can work.
Anna and I have been channeling our inner videographers today. I've been filming on the Professional camera, and she's had two phones going to get different angles, and she's been on the professional camera. Claire was holding the camera for a bit.
Oh my gosh, must have been so funny to see. Also, I zoomed you guys in on YouTube. Hopefully that's a better angle. I didn't even realize you could zoom in on YouTube. Okay.
Did you fart?
No, that was, I'm kidding. I thought I was like, should I say something? That was the plant.
Kidding, I just had to say it.
I know,
It
right?
was funny.
I'm actually glad you did, because I was like, should I say that wasn't what it sounded like it was?
That's gonna be me pretty soon. Now that I'm getting so old and my hand turns, it's like squeaking out a little fart on my lash.
Oh my gosh. Okay, actually, question. Has anyone had like a moment where like either like you as lash artist or the client like farted during the service?
I have lots of times. Not me farting, because I feel like if I had to, I would just get up and walk away and like go into another room or something. oh, I'll be right back. I just need to grab some lashes. But I have had clients who have fallen asleep and just let out a squeaky one for sure. Many times. And I love it. I think it's so funny. It shows how human and how comfortable they are, like falling asleep on the lash bed, not being embarrassed if something like that happens. Like, we're all humans. And I'm a mom too, so like, and I have 2 boys, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, I think I actually saw Kendra leave a comment saying, haha, boy mom humor.
Totally. True. Actually, do you guys, because when we go on videos, you never really get to see our true personalities. It's only on lives that you get to see, like, really, really who we are. Are we who you expected?
Caitlin, you're a lot like goofier, like in the best way than I thought you were, because I remember watching your videos before I worked here and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so professional. And then I like, on my first day, there was just like chaos and you were like joking around and oh my gosh, it was just like, I was like, okay, this is who Caitlin Alford is. And you have like this like dirty sense of humor too.
That's funny. It's true. Claire knows. The salon, like back in the day when I was in the salon only, like without Lost Artistry being a product line and training institute and all that, the salon was such a cool place, hey Claire?
It was like so cozy and like had such a nice view, a good setup.
Yeah, and everyone was so silly. Like, people would come in and they would, like, after their service, they would just stay and like just chill. Take off their shoes, kick it on the couch, or like
Caitlin
hang
and I
out.
skateboarded once.
We do really?
Yeah, I have videos of us like, I don't know where it came from. We're just like riding around on it.
That's
Probably
so
my kids' skateboard. I don't even remember that.
I'll have to find them.
Oh my god, I would love to see that video. Yeah, like just such a chill spot. And there's just like all the tea was being dropped all the time in the salon.
Yes.
It was like whatever was said in the
It
salon
was so funny.
stayed in the salon. The Tinder stories were the best.
Oh my gosh. I bet.
Is Tinder still a thing?
I don't
Do
know.
people still go
I
on
think
Tinder?
people use Hinge. Like I think Tinder's like kind of for just hooking up, and then Hinge is for trying to meet people.
Oh.
And there's one called Bumble, I think.
Isn't that to make
Yes.
friends and stuff? Or is that not? I don't actually know anything because I've been in a relationship for so long. But like, I thought Bumble was like a friend app or something.
I think you can use, like I think some people use it for friends and some people use it to try and date.
Fair. Do you guys have really good stories you'd like to share that like funny stories of things that have happened in your salon or stories that people have shared or whatever? Oh, that one's not connected. Oh, actually, that's a really good thing to see. So, okay, from the top angle, just look at the top here, Angela. It looks like it's perfectly applied, right? And now look from the side and zoom in. I'm just gonna show you the importance. Like, you can think that you got that good connection and you don't. Look at that. Can you see it?
I think so. Her lashes are really light.
Here,
Oh yeah, I think I can see it now. Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay, so that's gonna prematurely shed, so I'm just gonna remove that. So important to make sure that the base is connected. Ooh, look at how nice and clean this looks.
That looks so beautiful. Wow.
So tasteful, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Just like so elegant looking. You say your wedding's on Saturday?
Yeah.
think we'll watch Caitlin place a few more lashes and then we're gonna hop off before my phone dies.
Yes.
If you do have any questions before we hop off, now's the time. But other than that, if I missed any questions, you can also reach out to us over DM and we're happy to chat anytime. Kendra said, so pretty. Thank you, Kendra.
Hope to see you before you go.
Yeah, where did you move to, Kendra?
She's moving up island.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Any idea when the in-person trainings will happen?
Yeah, as soon as our space is set up, all of our beds should be in within the next 2 weeks, and then everything just needs to be put into place. So likely we'll launch our first in-person training. My guess would be probably in October. Probably October. And we will be training in Australia in March as well. And I've been thinking about doing one in October in California as well, but we'll see.
Hi, how long, oops, lost the comment. Hi, how long are you working on this set so far?
Well, we've been filming, so it always takes way longer filming, but this set would take me about an hour and a half to complete if I were just lashing without filming. Maybe 2 hours, depending on the natural lash count and the client's natural lash challenges. But if you want a video on like service timing expectations, please let us know. We have one. Every time I do stories and get questions, people are like asking about like service timings and how to get faster and stuff. We have so many videos on these kinds of things, and it reminds me that as soon as you post a video, you can't expect that everyone has seen it. They really haven't. So if you're ever looking for a video, anything specific, just reach out to us. Chances are we've made a video on it. And we're so happy to share all of our content with you.
Awesome, well I think we're gonna hop off, but again, if I didn't answer your question today, please reach out to us over DM. We will see you guys back on live again soon.
Tomorrow.
Thanks so much for, tomorrow.
2 clients tomorrow.
Slay. All right, we'll see you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna do the YouTubers, see if we have any questions on there, and then we'll get that one off too. We should get some more content with the camera and with your phone for applications.
Good idea. All right, YouTube, it's been real. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you probably tomorrow. Bye.